All right, so welcome once again, and so I'll not take much of time. Let me quickly jump into what I'm gonna share with you guys, and I am sure that you will get benefited of this 1 hour session. So today's session is basically oriented towards introducing you towards the Power BI capability and feature. And I'll take one example that what you can do with the Power BI, and you can go ahead with that. So let me share I'll stop sharing my screen, and I will start the Power BI. So what happens here is that let me share my entire screen, or no, it's fine. So Power BI, as you know, I don't want to waste time in defining Power BI here. Most of you must be knowing about it. Power BI, what Power BI is. So basically, Power BI is a software, you can say, by Microsoft, and it comes into the category of BI, business intelligence tool. So now there are many BI tools. It's not like only Power BI is there. You must have heard about 𝘑𝘢, another BI tool, very famous. You must have heard about ClickView. I don't know if you ClickSense. Then you must have heard about SAS or Hyperion. So many companies have come up with a BI tool. So business intelligence tool is basically a tool, a software which gives you the opportunity to do the better reporting and creating dashboard out of your data. So you can do this thing in Excel also. Some are, at some extent, everyone is doing this kind of thing. You are making pivot table, you are making charts, you are making reports in Excel itself. I mean, I'm sure that all of you know about it, especially people in finance team. They are very expert in Excel, and then they do all the reporting in Excel. But there is some limitation in Excel, and that is why Microsoft has replaced, or you can say come up with a proper BI tool called Power BI. So if you are good in Excel, then definitely you can do very good in Power BI, and you will be able to quickly learn Power BI in a very short time, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. You will learn the Power BI, which will be very beneficial in terms of your career. If you are looking for a job, then if you are adding this thing that you are good in Power BI, that makes a difference. If you are already in a job and then you show your enhanced skills, definitely it will boost your career. So it's not a optional thing. It is like day by day it is growing fast, and expectedly it is. And since it is helping a lot to the people, especially who are in the analysis and finance team and all, it is helping them to have a better report, quick report for the management and senior executive management, and everyone, like different types of the reporting you can do with the Power BI. So in nutshell, Power BI is a BI tool by Microsoft, and it is available. Licensing is also very cheap. It is available along with the Microsoft suite. When organizations are giving you the Microsoft Access Office 365, it is part of the Office 365. So this is what Power BI is. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen to show you one example of the Power BI report, right? So I'll start with a very fresh, what do you call, very fresh reports in Power BI. Let me just share my screen. Let me know once you see my screen. Let me do this first. So I'm putting the share, and okay, and let me start the Power BI here. So just one of you can confirm me or give me a thumbs up when you see the Microsoft Power BI coming up on the screen. Just hold on. Can you see on my screen Microsoft and then the yellow bar? And now
yes, sir.
okay, and then just hold on. Bear with me, it's my laptop is a bit slow. So what happens is that when you have a Power BI tool, and it is free, again, you can download it from the Microsoft site, Power BI desktop, and it will be available in your laptop, local laptop. So so this is the Power BI desktop tool. When you start it, this screen comes up. Now, the first thing which you do here is that it gives you a lot of option to create a blank report from the data lab, from the Excel workbook, from SQL Server, different type of data sources, which I mean, if you join with me, then I can take you through all this thing later on. But right now, let me say that I want to just make a report, okay, blank report. So if I click that one, this is what the Power BI tool is. And as usual, like any Excel or Word document, you see here on the top, you have menus, home, insert, modeling, view, and optimize. So the normal way of the tool, like file, save as, save, home. Then you have insert, some tools are here. Then in the modeling, some tools are here. View, you have this type of views, optimize. So these are the 4 or 5 options here on the top. Okay. So this is where the first screen come up. Now, what you will do with this Power BI? First thing is to do is that you need to get your data here in this tool. Now, from where you will get the data? There are a lot of sources. You can get the data from your Excel, from SQL Server, from any other. In fact, let me take you through this one. Get data on the top here. If you see, there is an option here called Get Data. So if I click this Get Data, there are a lot many options that from which sources you can get that. In fact, let me take you click on the More. It gives you with the category that, okay, file. You can get your data if your data is in Excel, CSV, XML, JSON, PDF, SharePoint folder, all these sources, wherever your data is lying, you can bring your data into the Power BI. Proper database, if your database is in SQL Server, in Oracle Server, Postgre Server, SAP HANA, Amazon Redshift, Snowflake, Essbase, lot of different types of database. So it depends. Not necessarily every organization will be having their database in one database. Somebody can have in SQL, some organization can have in Oracle, some organization can have in Essbase, IBM DB2, Maria DB2. So all these type of database, Power BI can connect and bring the data. The only thing it requires is that username, password, which is given by your organization, it can bring the data here. Same like that, there are many other online services, you see. It can connect to what? Salesforce, LinkedIn. It can connect to your LinkedIn profile and bring all your LinkedIn activity or whatever and do the analysis. It can connect to GitHub. It can connect to QuickBook. This is another financial system, right? A Smartsheet. This is a project management system. So it can connect to so many system sources from where you can bring the data for your analysis, right? There are some other databases. Some of you must have heard about Hadoop or Hive or, the other famous one is this one, like even I don't know all this. Not necessarily everyone should know about everything. But what I'm trying to show here you is the first thing you do in the Power BI is you bring your data for the analysis on which you want to make the reports and dashboard. So for now, today, we are not going to learn all these things, but only thing is we have to bring some data. So I will bring from a file the Excel workbook. Okay, so if I select this Excel workbook and say connect, so it gives me option to select my database, I mean Excel. So I'll just take one of the Excel example here, which will be this one. So I have a lot of data. Let me take something very useful for today's session. Okay, GL data file. So let me take this GL data file. If I say open, so now what it is doing, it's connecting to the Excel file, which I selected in my laptop, and it has opened up another window, which is saying the navigator window. Now, this navigator window is giving me option to select multiple sheets here. You know, let me just quickly show you this Excel, how it looks like, so you will understand that what Power BI is doing. So if I go here in my download and GL data file, yeah. So if I open this Excel, then you all know Excel. Everyone knows how the data are there in Excel. So that's why I'm thinking to open it up and show you that this is what the data which I will work on. Now in this Excel, you see here, there are multiple sheets here. One is the GL sheet, entry number, date, territory, account key, and then amount. Simple, you know. So this is account key and this is amount. As simple as that with the date. So this is a typical GL general ledger entry, you know, where all your journal entries are captured. So, and then along with that, there is another sheet called chart of account. So for each account, then the classification is there that, okay, account key number 10 is balance sheet type, and this belongs to asset class, and then subclass is the current assets, and then account is cash and cash equivalent, and then finally main account is a cash at bank. Account number 20 is cash in hand, 30 is trade receivable, you know, and then all these class, subclass, account, these are the classification, the categories assigned to that account. So if I go back to the GL file and say that this is a transaction like account key number 230, credit 884, right? This was the transaction. So this 884, account number 230, if I come here, so here it is defined a trading account, cost of sales. Okay, so this is the cost of sales account 230, which was credited here for that transaction, right? So similarly, the account number 60, there must be some other, you know, the inventory. So 60 is inventory. So that means, you know, 884 credited, then inventory credited, but not necessarily the same transaction, maybe another transaction. So something happening like goods received, and then maybe goods are going out. So your inventory is getting credited. So this is how the data is here. This is all the transactions are being captured in the general ledger file, and this is the master account for each account key. This is the chart of accounts. So I assume that most of you from the finance background are knowing very well about all this type of the data. So you have here the balance sheet type and profit and loss, two types of account. So these are the balance sheet account, and these are the, till here you have balance sheet account, and from here from 210 onwards, you have P&L account. So based on to these two, let's say GL and chart of account, these are the two sheets which I am interested in and do the analysis. I want to create some report out of it, because in Excel, you can create it, but it will be very, very tough. I mean, you can do the VLOOKUP. Say, for example, I want to bring the real account name. What is this 230 here, right? So normally what I'm doing is that I will link it to here and bring this, maybe the account, this column, that what it is, or even sub account level, I can bring it what it is in that. So I can do a VLOOKUP equals to VLOOKUP account key, comma, and then I go chart of account, and then give the range here in this table, comma, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or let's say 7. So I say, give me the column number 7 with the exact match. I hope everyone knows about VLOOKUP, right? So automatically I will get the name of the account here. So instead of account key, name of the account is here directly. So I say that account name. Once I get the name of the account, then I can create the P&L, right, out of it. But creating the P&L in Excel, possible, everyone is doing, but it's a very manual. Every time you have to take care of this, and the data itself is like you have to make sure that formulas are not disturbed and it works and all. So anyways, so what I'm interested in is that I want to do the data analysis in GL and chart of account. These are the two sheets I'm interested. Okay, so let me just close this file, don't save, and come back to the Power BI. So when I open this Excel file, it is giving me the option of all the sheets here. You see here, chart of account, table GL. So now here there are two things. One is that the sheet name and one is the table name. So in Excel, if you define all the sheets as a table, so it is showing me two times, like GL sheet, right? This was the GL sheet, entry number, date, territory key, account key, and details, right? And it is showing me table GL, entry number, date, territory key, account key, date. So it is showing me both the option as a sheet or as a table. Because I formatted the sheet as a table, that's why it is TBL. It is writing table, same name, GL, table chart of account. Chart of account is this one, and then it is giving me table chart of account, right? Because I formatted the sheet as a table. So whatever, it doesn't matter. Let me select the table GL. I am interested in this one, okay, where all the GL transaction is here, journal entries, and I am interested in chart of account, where I can get all the class, subclass, and account, name of the account. See these two tables. After selecting the data source, which is currently my Excel sheet, I just need to say load. Now when I say load, just watch here what it is doing. It will start bringing, you see here, determining automatic transformation, bringing the data. And it comes here in the top, you see right hand side, this data thing. So it is waiting for the other queries, both the table it is bringing, both the sheets, all the data it is bringing here inside the Power BI local to make the data available for analysis. So once this is done, see 27,000 rows, 54 rows. Once it is done, now you will see here in the data side, both the sheets are showing here. Table GL, table chart of account. Now my data is here inside the Power BI. So from the Excel, it is now in the Power BI, ready for the transformation. So I'll take a pause here, and anyone, please feel free to unmute your mic if you have any doubt or question. I don't want to make it like a mono style, but please feel free, just unmute your mic if you don't understand it. If you want me to repeat the things or if you have any clarification, please let me know. Or you can give me a thumbs up if you all are okay. You have on the top.
Yeah, till now everything is fine.
Thanks, George. Yes, thank you very much. So on the top, you have the react. Send me the reaction, whether thumbs up or thumbs down. Thank you, guys. Yeah, okay, that looks good. So yes, please, anytime you can stop me if you find that you're not getting it right. You just unmute your mic and say that, clarify this point. Okay. So till now, what we have learned is that, and it is very simple. Like, guys, it's very easy tool and very user friendly. So that is why I love it. In fact, my passion brought me to be the in charge of the Power BI team in my company, So I'm loving my job. I do it day and night. I keep on finding out the option where I can create new dashboard, new reports, which will help business to improve their analytical capability. So coming back to this one, now you have two tables
Sir, we
here.
have a question in the chat. Can you read out?
Yeah, let me just go through that. Can we download the Power BI and work in that like Excel? And yes, of course. I told you that whatever you do in Power BI, you can download it in Excel and then you can work. Definitely, yes. Any data. I'll show you right now. Just give me some time. I'll show you. Okay. Thanks, Venkat. Very relevant question. Yes, because the advantage is Microsoft product, they are all compatible with each other. So you can take the data from Power BI to Excel. You can take the data from Excel to Power BI. So it's both way, right? Now, coming to this one, you have these two tables. If I expand, see here the column names, the chart of account, and these were the columns: account, account key, class, subclass, report. If I open the GL, you have the date, entry number, territory key, amount, account key. Okay. So these are the columns which were there in the Excel sheet, and here you have in the Power BI. Now, what you will do with this one? Now, in Power BI, you have an option. Now, these are the data. Now you can play with it. You can make a dashboard, reports, whatever. So let's start with this one. Now here, what type of visuals? First thing is that Power BI, here you have so many visuals available, which you must be knowing because some of them are available in Excel also. Like here, if you talk about the bar chart, so you have a stacked bar chart, stacked column chart, clustered bar chart, then clustered column chart, 100% stacked bar chart, 100% column, stacked column chart. So these are the types of the charts of the bar chart and column chart. Then you comes to the next line chart, area chart, then stacked area chart, 100% stacked area chart, line and stacked column chart, line and clustered column chart. So these are all related to the line chart, different version of the line chart. Then third line, you see ribbon chart, waterfall chart, funnel chart, pie chart, donut chart, scatter chart, then a tree map, world map, like the geographical location, Azure map, cage, card, multiple card, KPI, filter, slicer, which is filter, tabular form, matrix form, R script visual. There is a R programming language. You can connect that one. Python. You can key influencer, the decomposition tree. These are the various different visualization chart, which can be, it depends which type of report either you're making GL report, you are making AR aging, you are making PO accrual, or you are making assets review dashboard, or fixed assets dashboard, or project capitalization project report. What different types of the reports you can make, right? And these visualization charts are depend. It's not necessarily. There is no fixed rule which chart to apply to which data, but yes, you have to be like while working on the data, you will become familiar that, oh, at least you know that when it comes to the time series analysis, which is like date-wise analysis. So you will use one of these, line chart and all. When it comes to category-wise, you will use bar chart and all. So these are the tricks which you will learn in the power. You should learn. I mean, you should know that where to use this kind of chart, when to use, right? And not only this, here is an option. If you're not satisfied with this, you want more, you have more, get more visual. If you click this is something amazing. It is going to the online Power BI, and you have so many visuals available, different, all other. Some are giving free, some are charging, So you have Gantt chart, the radar chart, box and whisker plot. You have tornado. You have a KPI gauge. Oh my God! So I mean, now this is limitless. Any type of visualization you want, you can download. I mean, it depends. Some if it is free or if it is. Now this is not free. Okay, this is app source. So wherever you see the basket, it is. So you can say filter by. And now you have a category: filter, distribution, visualization, correlation, comparison, comparison, change over, different type of sort by popularity or rating or name or update, Power BI certified. So these are the Power BI certified charts, So this is one area which is very good, like it enhances the visualization capability. So now let's start with one visualization. Let me take you the simplest one. This is the matrix form. So if I click here, this matrix, you see here on the left hand side, this is the canvas, blank canvas. So you can make many visualizations here. So if I clicked this type of visualization, it come here blank. So I'll just make it bigger. Now in this matrix, what are the things you can bring? It has two things. One is the row, column, value. Maybe some of you who already worked in the Excel pivot, right? You are bringing data in column, the data column in the different rows, column, and value. So let's say my amount column is here. I will bring in the value. So when I bring, automatically it is doing sum of the amount, just like pivot, Excel pivot. But here, if you click the arrow key, you have all these options. Whether you want to do the sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, standard deviation, variance, median, and more. You can have more formulas to apply. But anyways, by default, when I brought this amount, automatically it has done, and it is showing me 24 million. Let me just make it formatting. If I click amount here, I can do all this Excel type of formatting, percentage, comma, dollar, what type of the data it is. Let me make it commas. So 24,640,000 total sum amount. Okay. Now this is just a value, right? Then what I'll do is that I will bring the class. So this is the class type of the account, divided 24 million divided by class. Then let me bring the subclass. Then let me bring the sub account and sub account, whatever you want. So you see here plus has been added, but it is not showing. But if I click on the plus, adjusting account, then under that, suppose let me share trading account, cost of sale and sales. So class, subclass. So it is divided like that, right? So the whole amount, but this doesn't make any sense that this 24 million, because it's a GL, right? So I need to, if I'm trying to make a profit and loss report, I should filter it for only P&L type of account. This is having all balance sheet and P&L type of account. So it doesn't make any sense, right? 24 million is not the thing. So I need to filter it. So to filter it, you have the option here. One is the data option here, These are the columns of the data which you can play with. Whatever you want, you can bring in the further visualization. Second option is what type of visualization. And third is a filter to apply. So by looking at the data, I knew, you remember the chart of account, there was a column called report, which was categorization of the account with the balance sheet and profit and loss. So I will bring this one here in the filter. So now it is showing me there are three types of accounts: profit and loss, balance sheet, and adjusting. So I want only profit and loss. If I click that, apply this filter, just like Excel, now it has become like this, you see. Now it is making more sense. Only the profit and loss account, total amount, sum of amount. So trading account, operating account, non-operating, it is a reverse, right? Let me just make it sorting. Click here again. One more. So now the trading account, operating account, net profit, let me just open it up. Very good. Sales, cost of sales, operating account, operating expense, depreciation, amortization, very good. Non-operating account, interest, gain and loss, yeah, exchange and dividend. Internet, yes, interest and tax. So this is what, so this is 3.2 million is the net profit, right? This becomes like a P&L. Okay, but obviously you will ask, where is the subtotal? How can I add subtotal? Yes, it requires a little bit of calculation, but at least you have this, right? So a small P&L type of thing you have. In fact, this is the altogether the whole account, right? All the years. So I can do one more thing. In the column, I see here that the date, automatically Power BI has created the hierarchy. The date column, it has created the date hierarchy and divided into year. You remember in Excel, we are doing like applying formula like equal year, equal month, equal quarter, applying the formula and making a separate column. Power BI has done all this thing. So now I want this sum of the amount in the column wise. I want to divide it by year, right? So what I'll do, I'll just bring the year in the column. Just watch here what it will do. This whole sum of amount, which is in the value, it will be divided as a column, year by year column. So let me put the year column. Look at it. 2018, 2019, 2020. So the entire 3.2 million is now divided by year. 623,000 net profit in 2018. 1 million, 1.3 million in 2019. 1.2 million in 2020. There's a little bit dip here, net profit. You see 1.3 and then 1.2. So total till now 3.2 million as the net profit. I will take a pause here and you guys please feel free. Any question, any doubt? Anything which you want me to repeat, you don't understand? 1 second, give me a sign. No question? Sure. Two things. Either you guys are very genius or I'm explaining very well. Tell me which one is right. No, I'm just joking. Any doubt, please unmute your mic and ask me. Is it any, I mean, do you find any difficulty in understanding till now? Or if everything is okay, you can give me a thumbs up again. Oh, George, yes, please go ahead. Unmute your mic.
No, sir, accidentally it's happened. Everything's fine,
that
sir.
was,
Yeah,
oh,
everything's
that's
fine.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Yusuf. Thanks, Lijesh. I hope all of you are getting it right. Deepti, are you okay? So Mohammed Hussein, yeah, Hussein, you go ahead. You have any question? Please unmute your mic.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have a question regarding building real-time dashboards in Power BI. So I
Mm-hmm.
know we can connect Tally to Excel and create a real-time dashboard. Can something similar be done on Power BI, and how is it done?
Yeah, yeah. It's what do you want to connect it to Tally?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. As I showed you in the very beginning, when I was doing the get data, you see. So when I say that get data, and when I selected this one, Excel, right? So you can select any of these connectors to connect to the data source. So just like you connected to Excel, you can connect to Tally. Now let me see if Tally is there in the Power BI or not. So it seems like Tally is not there, you see, but still you can connect. You know how? You can connect with the ODBC. You can create an ODBC connection to the Tally, and you can use that ODBC to connect. So let's say, for example, I don't know whether you are, it is a little bit technical. Do you understand ODBC?
Yes, yes. ODBC is used in Excel as well when you're connecting to
Yeah,
Tally. So it's the same thing.
yes, exactly. So it's the same ODBC. Say, for example, you select ODBC, it will ask you, okay, what is the ODBC name? So whatever ODBC you have defined in your system, which is connecting to Tally, select that one and it will connect to Tally, and then it will give you option to select the tables, whichever you want, and then it will bring here in the data side, just like the Excel thing.
Got it.
Is that
Thank you.
okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
So I will suggest you try it out. If you find any difficulty, please come back to me. I will help you out. No problem. See, from my experience, it can literally connect to any data source. Any data source where data is lying in your QuickBook, in Tally, in Oracle database, in Oracle EBS, in SAP, whatever. So Tenson, hi Titus, you have question here? Yeah, please unmute your mic. Imported two sheets, chart of account. How the connection? Oh yeah, good question. Very good.
Yeah, hi.
Hi Titus. Yes.
Hi. So I just got, because from the beginning you have, from the Excel file, you have imported two sheets, chart of accounts and GL data.
Yeah.
And this data, chart of accounts is having the account name, account subclass and all those things. Whereas the GL data, GL sheet, the sheet GL, is having the account key. So there must be some connection between these two sheets. It should happen in Power BI, which will help us to generate the reports, right? So
I like your question. Yes, I like your question. Very intelligent question, and it's very intelligent. Very nice question. So you remember the VLOOKUP thing which I did in front of you?
Yes. So
You can
that's
join
what
the
I just
account key.
noticed, how, yeah. So how that connection got happened in Power. That's why.
Yes. So now that is why the business intelligence BI tool. So here on the left hand side, and this has done automatically. The Power BI has done automatically that VLOOKUP thing. I'll show you how it has done. Here on the left hand side, there are a few sections which I thought I will take later on once you join the class properly. But now you have asked the question. Let me show you. So I'm currently by default in the report section on the top. Then there is a table view and there is a model view. If I click the model view, now this is showing me two sheets connected with each other, table chart of account and table GL. And if I just drag here, both the sheets are connected by account key to account key.
So how this, did we input anything, or it automatically got connected?
Automatically. This is what the beauty is. Automatically, it found that these two columns are common, account key to account key. It connected. But it is not only this restriction. If it is not able to connect, you can connect. For example, let's say it was not connected. I will delete this relationship. Suppose it was not connected, right? So,
Yes.
but you know that there is a common column between these two tables. So then
Yes.
you will drag this account key to this account key here. Just drag and drop. It will say that, okay, you are joining table GL, table chart of account, and the common key is the common column is the account key, and the cardinality is many to one. Now, you know what is many to one?
No, I didn't.
It has also automatically intelligently detected what is the relationship between these two tables. Is it one to one, or it is many rows to one row?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Now, in chart of account, definitely it is one row. You cannot have account key 10 multiple times. It is a master, right? So here it is one. But in GL transaction, you can pass the journal entry many times. Sales and cost of sales, sales and cost of sales. You will keep on entering the, every time, every day. So that means account key number 10 will appear many times in the GL. But here it is one. That is why the relationship is many to one.
Yeah.
So there are many type of relation. Many to one to one to many, many to many. These are the four possible combinations. Now this Power BI has automatically checked the data, and it is suggesting that, look, this relationship is from GL many rows can be linked to one rows, and that is correct. Make sense?
Yes.
And when you say save, now you see how it will establish. It will join the two tables with that. This is exactly doing the VLOOKUP thing, what you do in Excel.
Okay.
All right. Yes, very good. Thanks.
Yes.
Good question. That shows that you have a very good potential in to do good in Power BI. Yeah, that's good. So now this guys, I mean, I'm not an accountant, but this is a simple P&L type of thing, which is there on your screen, which you are able to create in just 5 minutes, right? There are many aspects of this, like formatting thing and all, but there is one key important thing is missing. Suppose here after this cost of sale, I want to show the what? Let me see. Anyone? You want to show one line here after cost of sale? What is
profit.
that? Absolutely, gross. I want to show gross profit. Then after this, I want to show here. After this one, depreciation and amortization, I want to show something. Operating profit, right?
Yes.
So all these kind of things. Then it will become a full-fledged P&L, right? You should be having those kind of thing in between. That will require some little bit of learning more. I mean, it's not. It's very easy. You can learn. Let me show you one thing here. I can show you one very quick way. There is something called measure. So in Power BI, this is a very important tool, and you have to learn that. I mean, it is so powerful. Measure tool is that it can literally create any of the report or dashboard you want. I mean, it's a, you can say it's a backbone of the Power BI report and dashboard measures, right? Let me show you one sample here. What does this measure means? Say, for example, I want to create the gross profit. Gross profit is not there in the data. Obviously, it is the GL data. Why the gross? You have to calculate. Same thing like in doing in Excel, right? So let's say to calculate the gross profit, what do you want? You need to have total sales and you need to have total cost of sales, right? Or you say what is this gross profit? Gross profit is nothing but this 2.38 million. It is showing here that, right? The trading account. This is the gross profit, isn't it? Do you agree with me? The trading account, which is showing here, is the gross profit. There's a total of this sales and cost, 3 million minus 1 million to 2.3 million, right? So what I can do is I can create some measures here, which is important. For example, I want to show here the sales trend. So now the sales is there, but the problem is that I don't have a separate column for the sales. It is total amount which is mixed with everything. So for that, I can create a new measure. It's a measure. Measure is a dynamic. It is not a fixed formula. It is a fixed formula, but it is not a fixed data. It will calculate dynamically as per the data changes. So let's say, for example, I am calculating here total sales. Okay. And the total sales is what? It will calculate, the formula is that calculate sum of amount, GL, table GL amount, with the filter, comma, and the syntax is like this. This is a little bit, I mean, don't worry. This is where you have to learn all this thing. But this is a syntax, calculating the measure called total sales, which will be nothing but the calculating total sum of the amount by filtering it to the, let's say, sub account. Sorry, filtering it table GL. Why this is not coming? It's okay. Just let me do it here in GL. In GL, new quick measure. So first, let me calculate the total amount. Total for the period amount, total FTP amount. Okay, and this total is nothing but I'm just putting as a sum of so this is my total for the period amount. I'm keeping into a bucket the total amount, total GL amount, which is called total FTP amount. Then what I can do is I can create another measure which will be total sales. Total sales. So the total sales is nothing but calculate sum of, and then just now I created this sum of total amount, table filter of table GL total FTP amount with the why it is. So calculate the expression here, which is total FTP amount with the filter sub account is equals to this. So this is where that by calculating the measure, I'm just calculating again the sum of the amount, but with the filter sub account is equals to subclass is equals to sales. Subclass. Subclass is equals to sales. So if I do this calculation and say, okay, So here you will see that it has created a new measure called total. So now this is nothing but the amount only, this amount. If I take you to the table view and take you to the GL. So now in this GL, you have accounts key and the amount. So if you filter it by, let's say, if I go back to the chart of account and the subclass is this one, sales. So the subclass sales is 210, right? So this 210 is, and 220 because sales and sales return. So these two accounts, 210 and 220, this is the subclass which will give me the total sales, including the return. So if I restrict by subclass equals to sales and do the sum of amount here in the this one, that means the account key, which is 210, which is credit sales, and account key, which is 220. Sorry, 210 and what was that? 210 and 220. So if I do this sales and do the total, so that will give me the total sales. So this is where the measure has given me. Now this, I can use this one in my visualization. So if I say that, okay, let me do this line chart. Okay, so if I do this line chart, I say the total sales here in the y-axis, and I bring the date in the x-axis. It's too much. Let's go back. Yeah. So this is how the sales figure is going on. So here I have not used the amount because the amount is the entire thing, profit and loss, balance sheet. No, in that one, I calculated total sales. It is the amount sum, but restricted to the this one, restricted to the sub account subclass sales. Now this one is giving me the sales pattern along with the profit and loss. I have the sales pattern by month and by year. This I can, this is having hierarchy, like I can go down by month, by year, by date, by quarter. I can go up, like this. So that way, a dynamic thing which is called measures have a lot of potential. I will show you what kind of potential it has. So like this, you can, for example, you have here the account key, then you have here the territory key. I saw that somewhere, yeah, territory key. Now this territory key is something like country, right? So here, while importing, we imported only table GL and table chart of account. But I want to bring the country also. I saw that there was a sheet called country. So what I can do is I can get the data again, recent source. Now, no need to get the data from other source, recent source, which I use, this one. So I click that GL data file and I see that there is something called table territory. So all the territory key is linked with this table. So all the GL transaction, which is having territory key, this one, can be linked to this territory key, and I will get the name of the country, name of the region. Good. So let me bring this table also. So now if you will see here that it will bring this table in the Power BI. Watch. And as expected, you see what it has done? It has brought it is bringing the table territory, and it is as expected. It is showing its intelligent behavior of linking the territory key to territory key with the GL. You see, VLOOKUP. So that is something very amazing. Automatically, it has linked. Very good. Now, if I go back here in my report, so now I have the country wise. So I can do one thing again, copy this report, or maybe I can make another one. Let's say line chart only. I click on the blank and say line chart, and I bring it here, and what I do, same thing, total sales in the y-axis, then date hierarchy in the x-axis. It's too much, go up. Yeah, this is fine. And then there is something called legend. So I will bring, since it is a territory, now in the GL amount, you have the territory key. And this territory key is already linked with this territory key. So I can bring the country. So I will bring the country in the legend. So this is the sales trend by country. So you have P&L, you have sales trend by year, you have sales trend by year, by country also. Now, if it is so, then you can have P&L by country, right? Why not? You can. So there are many tricks. So I see. Let me just share with you here. I will open up. I will open something which we did in our last class. I mean, last class in the last batch. Demo class. Okay, let me open this one. With that GL data file, such a small data or simple data, right? Now you see the capability of the Power BI, and that's what you know. I take through all these, at least the basic thing, which is the tricks of the Power BI, like the features and functional. There are many things like you have to go through all. Randomly, you can try it out, but yes, it's better if you go through step by step so that you have a very strong, you learn it properly, and that you can apply it at your workplace or in your future career. So let me just share the report which was created out of this GL data file. It's a bit large file, so just bear with me. So let me start with the P&L. Okay. So even you can do amount in local currency, and you can do amount in USD. So everything will change as per the currency. So you have the sales here. You have the and then these are the measures which I was talking about: the gross profit, the operating profit. I don't know whether you know about EBITDA, PBIT, profit before interest and taxes.
Tax, depreciation, and amortization.
Yes, net profit. Then you have and then not only this, you can keep on creating. You can keep on creating like so things like this: sales revenue, sales marketing cost, and sales revenue with the everything. Like you have the GP, net profit margin, showing by this line, sales by this line. You have gross profit, everything in one chart, all the trends. Then you have balance sheet. Not only balance sheet, but with the other ratios, current ratio, quick ratio, receivable days, payable days, inventory turnover period, ROCE, ROE, asset turnover, gearing ratio. So you can have it in one, dashboard. You have, then you can keep on doing all these things which are required for like moving ratio, rolling average, then period over period growth you can have. So last year compared to this year, last period compared to this period, horizontal analysis, period over period. You can have cash flow statement, same data, right? GL data file, that's it. But Power BI is giving you to have all, and this is like once you create it, you don't have to worry about the redoing. Not like Excel. Just keep on data growing every time, every month, every year. It will keep on updating automatically. Or if it is not, then you can click on the refresh. It will just go to the data source, bring the latest data, update. That's it. Statement change in equity. Okay. Currency exchange. Daily exchange rate. Let me show you something very different. AR dashboard. So what I'm trying to say here is once you start it, there is a like, I really enjoy it because it gives me, it's like a movie. Some people are doing their time like playing games or video games or going for watching a movie. I love this one. It gives me so many opportunity to keep on learning every day. It's like making, you have a blank canvas and you're making. So that is where some, and with your financial data, that is something. Now just let me show you this one. This is a really good one, AR dashboard. It's taking a little bit of time, but okay, let me close this because it's a very heavy file. I'll close this one. And it should come up now. So anyways, I think it's not, it's taking too much of time. So I hope, I mean, my intention was to give you a kind of feeling like importance of the Power BI, how easy it is to learn. It's very, very easy, super easy. You don't have to. And by the way, I'm seeing that most of the powerful Power BI reports and dashboards are being created by the chartered accountants, not by the IT people, of course. They are really, I mean, they are doing very good in this. because they know the data, right? Any finance guy will know better than me about the finance data. So that is what that leverage is, that if you know your data, you can create the reports in a better way. So I think, yeah. So if you maybe Sahad, are you there? Yeah, Sahad is there. So Sahad, you can tell us the next plan. What is the way forward?
Yeah, sure. I'll reach out to people, and we are planning to launch the program. It's a 10-week program in November, and I have all your numbers. I will connect you separately. The classes will be done during the weekends, Saturday, Sunday only, because I believe everyone is working professionals. And as Javed explained, this will really help you in two ways. Either your company might be using Power BI and it can help you with the growth in the current company, or else if you're looking for another uh, another opportunity, it will really help you with regards to, you can modify your resume into an advanced expert Power BI. It can really add value to it. That's what I believe you can do at the moment, and you can do it in a very short span of time. It's not like you are doing a CPA or any other professional program. It's a very short term program you can do.
Thanks, Sahad. So guys, any question here? Related to the Power BI or anything, please feel free. We have 2 minutes more. Any other question or any other thing, any other doubt, please unmute your mic and ask me. Finally, my report is now, AR aging report is, AR dashboard is open. Let me show you, because it's a very interesting thing. When you will see this, you will see that how powerful and how attractive it is. I will not speak. You guys just see the screen and understand this. So invoice amount, the number of documents, AR documents collected till now, overdue number of documents, DSO, paid, unpaid, how many invoices paid and how many unpaid, aging, current, past, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, more than 6 months, more than 1 year. Invoice by time frame, how many invoices created by year, and this is the detail. You can filter it by anything like you want, and these are all configurable. That's what the power is. So if I go to the AR aging, here you go. This is what you have to learn how to make this dashboard. You are good, you know your finance data, but how to present it, this is where you will learn in the Power BI course. See what a powerful way of presenting your data. And definitely in Excel you can, you can, but it will require too much of effort. But in Power BI, it's just drag and drop. Of course, before drag and drop, you need to do something, but that is one time. That's not all every day or every month you have to do. One time you have to work on your report, make the report, and after that you just need to keep on refreshing it and doing the analysis. Okay, guys. Fine. Thank you very much. And at this point, I will stop here. And if still, again, if you have any question, just drop the question to maybe Sahad is in contact with you, you can reach out to Sahad and we can see that if I can answer that question. Otherwise, as Shahad mentioned, that very soon we are going to start the proper classes. If you are interested, then please go ahead and contact Sahad. So,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
thank you. With that, have a nice day, have a nice weekend, and see you all very soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.